AutoGar. And that's my explanation as to why Ant-Man could totally whoop Ultraman's ass.
Wait, you didn't say anything. You just sat down and said, I got an idea for an opening bit, and that's what you gave me.
Alright, well, let me explain it to you, but first let's schwa the roll call.
Explorer from the unknown, Yellowcaster, AutoGar.
Loyal and loud, Pinkcaster Lane!
Paying respect to the original Japanese heroes,
Radio Sentai Castranger.
Ultraranger.
And that's exactly how Ant-Man would whoop Ultraman's ass.
I see. You're absolutely wrong. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Ultraranger, the podcast where we talk about Ultraman's past, present, and future, Godzilla, and all kaiju in between. I am your host, Ultra Yellowcaster, AutoGar.
I'm your co-host, Ultra Pinkcaster Lane.
Yeah, that's right. You know your place.
Go see Ant-Man and Wasp out now. It's like one of my new favorite MCU films, and like pretty much established that Ant-Man is my favorite hero in the MCU.
What if somebody's listening to this 5 years down the line?
Ant-Man and Wasp is in theaters. Imagine they did a 20 fucking just in a row marathon in theaters. I'd go see it. You wouldn't go see it?
I would.
Yeah, exactly. Get all the energy drinks you can, fill up on popcorn.
Well, there would probably be intermissions in between movies.
Yeah. But now I'm looking at the Marvel Legends Ant-Man figure I got from Ant-Man Wasp, and I fucking love this figure. It's so nice. Even comes with a Paul Rudd head.
So today we are talking about Ultraman Ginga S episode 15 and Ultraman Rube episode 2, because thank goodness someone was able to sub it, and once again, big congratulations goes out to Colored Timer Subs who were able to sub it for us.
Cause like it was so funny, Gar, like when the Super Riot thing happened or whatever like that, where like they region locked like their channel for the episodes. Gar's like, well, now we can't watch them. I'm like, Gar, that just means they can't extract it from YouTube. They can still get it from TV. You're like, oh, yeah, like, yeah. You were like, you wanted to like stop Ultraranger. I'm like, no.
I don't know what to do.
It would have been fine.
And yes, if you do hear it, it's thunderstorming outside today.
Oh yeah, it's good though.
Yeah.
It's fucking hot as balls today.
The planet needs it.
Just me and Gar just want to, pull holes. You ever seen holes at the end when it starts raining heavily in the desert prison camp? Everyone's just fucking losing their shit, dancing in it, playing around in it. It was such a beautiful scene.
It's like Camp Lake something.
Camp, was it? I was going to say Crystal Lake.
What is it? We're gonna quickly look.
It's like Camp something like.
Camp Green.
It was with the boat in the middle. The guy was like, I can fix that.
I can fix that. Friggin' 2003. Wow. Teenager.
Camp Green Lake.
Yeah.
That.
This movie actually this movie cost $20 million to make.
At least it made its money back and a bit more.
Yeah, 71.4
Yeah,
million.
go see watch Holes.
Read
the
Holes,
book and then watch Holes.
then watch movie.
It's really good. Like it's a good movie. I like look at the poster.
Yeah.
It's a nice poster.
Sigourney Weaver.
Well, Sigourney Weaver was in it, and fucking John Voight.
Yeah.
Anyways,
sorry.
It's an Ultraman podcast.
Where Ultraman are going out to dig some holes.
So first story is the Ultraman Rube DX Rube Crystal Holder, and it's cool.
It comes with the Ultraman Tiga multi-type crystal.
Ooh.
So if you want to get their sky forms, you gotta get the holder. Very creative there, Subaraya.
See, at least they're doing the thing where it's like, oh, we're gonna release like the gimmick item with the item.
Well, the Ultraman Orb Ultra Fusion card holder. It came with the Ultraman Tiga Sky type card. And which that never showed up in the show, but it was the only way for you to create the fusion Ultraman Orb Sky Dash Max, in which it was a fusion between Ultraman Max and Ultraman Tiga Sky type. And then for G, you got the oh my goodness, I always butcher this name. Ultraman Orb Elenium Slugger?
Uranium Slugger.
Yeah, Uranium Slugger. And there's a photo of the DX Rube Crystal holder with the Ultraman Victory Rube Crystal as well. Because that's how they get their ground form. I don't remember. Oh yeah, it comes in a set. It comes in one, like the four sets.
You can hold 4.
Yeah. And then I know there's another holder that holds like 11 of them.
You know what? I might pick up this myself just so I have it, and then I can store my 4 favorite crystals. And what's cool is it like opens up a book, so you can actually like have display it open, and then have it. So I'm actually probably gonna do that. So I'll keep the Tiga, and then I'll get a G crystal, Dyna crystal, and probably Belial crystal to come out with one.
I think Belial is a candy toy.
It's fine. Makes it easier to get.
But yes, the DX Rube Crystal holder costs 2,000 yen and is set to come out in early August, probably around when the sky forms for our Minato brothers.
Yeah, and Gar and I have secured our gyros, so
yes.
we're excited. Sadly, our middleman said he doesn't know if we're getting the orb crystal or not.
Well, we pre-ordered it, so
yeah, but he's still not sure if his ship, his supplier ship went out.
Fingers crossed.
Right?
A new Ultra action figure has shown up, in which is the Ultraman Orb Dark that will appear in episode 8 of Ultraman Room.
So nice. Just love the black and silver, man.
And of course, this figure was easy to make because it's just the Ultraman Orb origin form, just decked out in black and red.
You should get both those figures and then just have them side by side.
The figure will cost also 2,000 yen and is set for a late August release. Because apparently there is a timetable for these releases, or for when they show up in the show. And apparently Ultraman Orb Dark will be showing up in episode 8.
Oh.
Now we know when he's showing up.
Ow. That hurt.
What hurt?
No, I was leaning on this end of the couch here when I was trying to turn off the AC, and I heavily put my arm on it. That's not how it hurts. Ow. Anyways.
On to some entertainment news. We got our first shot of Godzilla, King of the Monsters.
He's got a belly on him.
Oh yeah, definitely looks like he has been redesigned.
And so it's just him shooting his atomic breath in the air. And of course someone...
Up in the air? Or someone flying around them.
Ooh. And then someone photoshopped it to look like from Godzilla
flying.
vs. Hedorah when he was flying by, shooting his breath outward to propel himself backwards.
Once again, if you want me to put that in the video version, send me that picture.
Okay. I will look for it right now.
So yeah, it's a good indicator that he is fighting off against... Because we know King Ghidorah, Mothra, and Rodan are in this movie. Mm-hmm. And what do all 3 of them have in common?
They're all monsters.
Well, aside from that, Lane.
I don't know.
They all fly.
Oh, yeah.
Who doesn't fly?
Godzilla.
Yeah.
He just sprouts wings in this movie. You'd be like, I don't know whether to be impressed or insulted.
I'm not even mad. I'm impressed.
You're just like, oh, fuck. He did it.
Yeah, apparently Rodan will kind of have a big role in this movie as well. Apparently, the director Michael Dogheri, or Dohary, has said, Rodan's been kind of a sidekick character, but I've always had a soft spot for him. In a lot of ways, he's more powerful than Godzilla. He's like a wing A-bomb.
Found it.
Alright, send it to me.
That's so funny. Actually looks like it. Imagine he did that in the movie. How mind blown would you and I be?
Everyone would be like, "What's going on?" I'll be like, "Yeah."
I'd be like, that's what I would like to happen. Just fucking Hedorah shows up.
He is ready.
Okay.
Speaking of Rodan, apparently we got our first design of Rodan.
And he looks fucking awesome.
He looks terrifying.
Yeah, and I like that he's got more detail on the back of him. And he looks like this terrifying bird monster. Cause people are like, oh, Rodan's like a giant pterodactyl. No, he's a giant bird monster. He just kind of resembles a pterodactyl.
Well, it didn't help either that Rodan for all time has always had a big body because suit actor inside body.
Yeah, Gar in the when you do the video version, put a side by side comparison of this picture of Rodan and the original Rodan, and just there you go, that's it. But I am 100% all for this version of Rodan. It was fucking awesome.
I saw a Twitter feed, I saw a Twitter photo, or somebody retweeted this photo. It's that's Rodan. More like Rodan!
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 Now I'm just interested to see what Mothra's gonna look like and Ghidorah's gonna look like.
Well, if we can judge, if we can base it on these designs, I can see them keeping Mothra closely the same.
Mm-hmm.
But for King Ghidorah, I see him having more scales.
He's gonna. I feel like his heads are gonna look more monstrous looking too, because
Mm-hmm.
they always had a basic kind of simple design to them, in the original designs. But I feel like they're gonna go all out with King Ghidorah's design. It's gonna look fucking terrifying. Because imagine
at the
he's
end
always
of his
been
wings is his other hands.
Imagine King Ghidorah's always just been
the
a
generic design.
bodysuit with 3 puppet heads. And this time we're gonna get CGI and mocap heads. Each of his heads is a human being portraying that head. That's gonna be fucking awesome.
Now I'm just thinking of the time when Destroy All Monsters, where everyone's ganging up on him.
I just remember the look on your face when you saw that fucking monster in Final Wars and you were so happy it was the original thing, and then just Ghidorah popped out and you're like, oh! Come on!
Come on!
Jesus fucking Christ! So no, I'm stoked for fucking Godzilla King of the Monsters. It's gonna be fucking awesome.
Yep. And just a reminder, King of the Monsters comes out at the end of May of next year.
2019? I thought it was 2020.
No, 2019. 2020 we'll get to in a bit.
Yep.
And since, this is my Ultraman podcast where I like to talk about Godzilla and Kaiju and all that, of course I want to talk about new Transformer designs for the Bumblebee movie. Just...
Oh my god, it's Ultraman R.
It is
It's Russell in blood!
But no, when I was at work, the Entertainment magazine, not only did they show off a shot from the new Godzilla movie, but 2 new Decepticons for the Bumblebee solo film.
Oh my god, Guard.
What?
There's our thumbnail for a Rube episode, for Ultraranger episode when the Bumblebee movie comes out. We'll just get these 2 Russell Blue's heads. Yay! We just keep finding fucking thumbnails when we do the show. I love it.
The red Decepticon is named Shatter, who takes the form of a red cherry Plymouth satellite, and it'll be a female.
Oh.
Which I see it.
And then the blue one's Dropkick?
Yeah. Whose vehicle form is a blue AMC Javelin, who will be voiced by Justin Thorax, and Shatter will be voiced by Angela Bassett.
Is it AMC Javelin?
Yeah. And the theory that's been going around for some people is that Shatter and Dropkick are triple changers.
That's what he looks like. It's a car. Yeah. And it's a 1980s car.
Yeah, because this movie is set in the 80s.
That's cool.
But no, everyone has a feeling that these two are triple changers because you can see on both of them they have plane parts and vehicle parts.
Yeah.
Like on Shatter, you see like
jet boosters.
Like jet boosters, but you see like a grill in her chest. Same with Dropkick. It looks like he has like helicopter blades on his back.
Interesting. That'd be cool. I mean, we've never had that before, right?
Yeah, we did.
Oh.
Yeah, Drift.
Oh.
And Age of Extinction. He was a helicopter and a car. And then they decided to say, fuck the helicopter form and let's just make him a car.
Okay.
That makes no sense. Why put in the time to make a triple changer in the movie when he only uses the one form?
Right. The situation doesn't call for a helicopter.
Although the film will focus only on this trio of Decepticons, the filmmaker promises these two will have more personality than usual. And he says, like the director, he made this quote, "When the cast is too big and you have a finite amount of time, there's only so much you can do to create an investment in them. This is a personal, intimate, and character-driven story, so it felt right to keep the villain plot relatively simple and contained. If you keep things lean, you can add a lot of other stuff on top of it if it makes it more enjoyable." So he also mentions that aside from Starscream and these two, there will be one more Decepticon.
Megatron.
But he hasn't said any. He promises, like, everything's like undercover. Like, nope.
I hope it's Megatron.
I kind of hope it's not Megatron.
No, Optimus is in it, so we might as well have Megatron.
But But it's not about them. It's about it's about Bumblebee.
That's true.
It makes sense for Starscream because Starscream has always kind of been Bumblebee's like rival.
So what do you think? You think the movie's gonna end with just him ending up as a shitty Camaro in that guy's fucking car lot?
No, what I think of the film is that it's going to pull a X-Men First Class, where this is a soft reboot to the franchise.
Oh, yeah. Still, this movie I think has like the best Bumblebee design I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, I'm just hoping that we get like a legit toy out of it, because we only saw one toy so far in which it doesn't look that good.
No. Anyways, so that's cool.
Like you mentioned about 2020, Diana. Oh my goodness.
Gurira.
Yeah, Gurira. Is in talks about joining Godzilla vs. Kong. For those that don't know, Diana is Okoye in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Oh, Denai. Her name's Denai, not Diana.
Oh, sorry, Denaya. Is in early talks with Warner Brothers and Legendary Pictures to join the cast of the upcoming Godzilla vs. Kong film.
Cool.
And so far we only got 4 people announced for the film, in which we got Van Martin, in which even though it says Avengers Infinity War, he was nobody in it, he was an extra. Ziyi Zhang from The Crouching Tiger and Hidden Dragon. Julian Dennis, who was Russell in Deadpool 2. And we got Millie Bobby Brown from Stranger Things. Wasn't that 11 you said?
Wait, what do you mean? What?
Millie Bobby Brown.
Oh yeah, that was 11.
Yeah, and 11 from Stranger Things. The upcoming film is directed by Adam Wingard from... Oh, goodness, no. Of all the... Please tell me he didn't direct the Death Note movie. Who promised that there will be a clear winner in the fight between Godzilla and King Kong. Godzilla vs. Kong is currently set for a May 22nd, 2020 release, and will serve as a culmination?
Culmination
Yeah.
to Warner Brothers and Legendary Pictures playing Monsterverse franchise. I'm just happy Z Zhang's in it because it's fucking Karai from
Oh, is that
TNT,
her?
2008, 2007, yeah. That's her. That was the voice of Karai. I know her more from the movie Hero and House of Flying Daggers. She was... which I recommend. You go watch Hero. That is a very fucking awesome Jet Li movie.
Noted.
Hell, Lil, you and I can sit down and watch it one time. It's good. It's really good.
So hopefully she's in the film. No, okay, here's a question.
Oh, she's
no,
Let Them Fight's daughter.
no. Here's a question I want you to answer. Do you think she got erased at the end of Avengers Infinity War?
No, we saw her.
But then she's not with the rest, like she's not with the others.
No, but she was with T'Challa when he got erased.
And all you hear from her is saying, "Oh God." So maybe she got erased off screen.
I mean, in the end, it doesn't matter. Everyone's gonna come back.
Everyone is going to come
Everyone's
back.
gonna come back.
Also, spoilers that we just mentioned something about Avengers.
You've
Infinity
not
War.
seen Infinity War by now. What the fuck's wrong with you?
And if you haven't seen the memes yet,
Yeah. Like, I'm glad we saw this movie, like, the night before opening night.
oh yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Gar. And then we just, saw the memes, and I was like, I get that. I got that reference.
And lastly, for our news stories, on Friday, Lane showed me this, in which it was like 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. whatever, and he sent me a photo. I thought it was just gonna be a meme or something, but no, it is the second toy catalogs for Ultraman Rube, and we finally got
Confirmation.
yeah, it's been confirmed
That
Ultraman
they've used-
Rosso and Blue will fuse into Ultraman Rube. That is legit his name.
So, you know what? I remember you saying this before, but pretty sure, that's what's gonna be. They were once a singular Ultraman, and then they got separated into two. And that's why. Because, if you think about it, Rosso and Blue, you have to use the powers of other Ultramen to kind of, gain abilities and, appearances and stuff like that. But this actually looks like a total, all original Ultraman.
You know what it kind of looks like? Kind of reminds me of Ultraman Orb a bit because of the circle around.
Yeah, but no, this looks great.
And would also explain why Rosso and Blue kind of look like palette swaps with each other.
Yeah.
Maybe they were just one Ultra at one time.
Yeah, and looking at this form, it's gorgeous. He's beautiful, and I like that weapon he has.
No. You know who he kind of reminds me of? He reminds me of Orb Trinity form.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it's just a sidearm and his weapon, which sadly I didn't get the name of. But yeah, he gets a brand new transformation device, in which I'm gonna scroll in on that. In which it comes, apparently it will come with a Ultraman Rube, or not Ultraman Rube, just a Ultraman Rube crystal, like the OG Ultraman, and apparently the giveaway item will be the new generation crystal, which will be Ultraman Ginga, Victory, X, Orb, and Jeed.
Yeah, and if you look on the left, you can see a bit more of what he looks like, and God, he looks gorgeous.
Where is his dick?
It's right there.
But the weirdest thing that I find is that it's a completely new transformation device, and it's a sidearm. But apparently the crystal that you need to activate it doesn't even come with the weapon.
Wow.
That's kind of a really.
Come on, guys.
I mean seriously, the Orb Caliber came with the Orb Origin card. The King Sword came with the Ultraman King capsule. Why can't this come with the... Oh, I think I know why. It might be, it might have electronics in it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it looks like it. If you really look at how big this is in the thing, in his hand, it looks like it should have DX noises.
Oh, it's going to, for sure. It lights up and everything. I like, though, that it has both, Blue's little pointy thing in the crystal, and then Rosso's two things in the crystal. So that's cool. Out at the same time, I mean, because technically all the crystals have those same things. It just depends on who's using it.
Do the kaijus have those?
Maybe.
Hopefully when we get our
Ultraman Rosso.
One moment.
Speaking of kaijus.
Oh. It's control, not alt. We got some new, quote-unquote, new kaijus.
And holy shit, do all these look fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look at all of them. They all look mechanized.
Yeah, basically, most of these kaijus are what we have seen before, except for the gray one on top. I don't think I've seen that one before.
Kind of reminds me of Galactron a little bit.
A bit, yeah. But the one kaiju, the other kaiju on top, is, I cannot remember his name, but he was from the first episode of Ultraman X, and we can see a new Gregorio, or Gregiro.
Yep.
Gregory,
yeah, that's the name we decided to call him. Well, he's called Bone Grio or something like that. Like, so yeah, he got a fucking upgrade. He looks amazing.
he has a cannon. Who are you, Mega Blastoise?
Right?
And of course, we also got Grand King, in which I always will love Grand King's design.
No, I like him there. But yeah, it looks like all of them were like experimented on or like got like cybernetic attachments and stuff.
This brings me to my theory about Ultraman Orb Dark. What if, like, hear me out on this. What if he was experimented on, and that's why he became evil?
Maybe. I just hope we get to see a corrupted guy or something. Just like you see him, and he just looks like a bit skinnier, and he looks pale, and he just looks tired and exhausted, like he hasn't been able to sleep. He hasn't slept in like weeks. Just like that's how I'd like to see him.
And then we got whatever this may be. It's probably the final form. It's coming out in December, so yeah, this is Endgame. It looks demonic.
It looks awesome. It looks like Rube if they like Rosso Blue if they became a fucking kaiju. Mm-hmm. It's got like red and blue and stuff on them. And then yeah, on the left we get like a more detailed like full body shot of Ultraman Rube.
Which I'm getting that Ultra action figure of Ultraman Rube.
Of course you are. He looks awesome though.
And then we got two more capsule sets, like Rube sets, Rube crystal sets, and yeah, there's one of Belial.
Yeah,
there's one of Belial. I can't picture this one out because the catalogs that we have are really grainy. Mm-hmm. Ultraman Saga and Ultraman Ginga Victory. And then we have Ultraman Jack for set 6. There's Ultraman Jack, Ultraman Orb Trinity. I can't picture that one out, but I think it's that silver kaiju there.
Okay.
And Endgame kaiju.
Oh yeah, that's him there. Yeah, Blood Crystal, I'm getting it.
And we got a time lapse for when these things will appear. So Ultraman Orb Trinity will appear in the very end of October. So it would be roughly around like episode 16.
Yeah.
16, 17 in that area. And the upgraded Grigio it'll probably appear in the previous episode before it. They can't win, and then they get this form.
Yep. Or they just find the ability that, we can fucking...
Wait, we can fuse? We can fuse. I can talk.
I can fuse.
And that's pretty much it for these new... That's pretty much it for Ultraman Rube-wise.
Oh, yep.
You were going to play something, were you?
No.
Okay.
I was retreating a custom figure someone made of Keiichiro from AutoGar.
Oh my goodness, Lane.
Hey man, I love him. Best red. Shall we talk about Ginga S?
I think we shall.
Huh.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that was an interesting episode. 1-0 was confusing me the whole time.
Mana?
No, 1-0.
Her name is Mana now.
No, she proved her allegiance. Well, no, it ended up being bullshit.
Yeah.
She was like, "Ha! I learned how to lie."
At first, I thought, okay, what happened here? Could have sworn they were just about to fight Vic Lugiel. And then it didn't happen. It was like, wait, the battle's already over? Did I miss a movie?
And then there's just like, Ginga's talking to Hikaru, and he's just like, if you ultra alive one more time.
We only have one, we can only transform together one more time.
After that, like, nope.
Yes. One more time.
Does it 4 more times later.
It's like Ginga, we see you, like, we know you have a movie. We know you do a 2-episode crossover with Ultraman X. We know you're still there.
And you show up in the Orb movie.
And the Orb movie. And the X movie. Which, just... I do like those moments, though, when Hikaru can talk to Ultraman Ginga.
And Ginga's just like, stop being a little bitch.
Stop being a little bitch, I could have ended this by now.
But yeah, fucking Vic Lugiel's just like super awesome. He's fucking up shit. And it's funny when like they zoom inside him, it's just like the main command center of the base because he's part of the base, and just there's Exceller. Just miss your poster. Hey, like I was talking about with Guard today when we were watching the episode, I'm just like, Exceller's just one of those weird, unique villains where it's like you don't love him, but you don't hate him either.
He's like right in the middle.
Yeah, you're just like, you're cool. Like, we like you, Alien Exceller.
He's like the kid from, what was that book called?
Which one?
It was never adapted into a movie. But it was a book about a kid that was just an asshole to everyone.
Oh, it sounds like a lot.
Copperfield, something?
I don't know.
Catcher in the Rye.
Oh, Catcher in the Rye, okay. But yeah, and so he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking destroy the world, and there's nothing you can do about it, blah, 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 blah.
I win.
I win, Monsieur Busto.
Monsieur Busto.
I'm sorry, I just
Again,
like
I always just picture freaking Patrick Star just...
It's a picture of Ultraman Ginga at the Christmas party!
Merry Christmas, Hikaru!
That's great. Oh my god, hang on, you know what? I need to... Okay, keep talking.
Alright, so what confused me a bit as well is that probably 6 minutes into the episode, it was 6 minutes into the episode, Hikaru starts reflecting on the fight that he and Victory had against Vic Lugiel.
Oh, okay, I found it.
Okay, what is it?
So this is pretty much Alien Exceller in a fucking nutshell.
You may be an open book, SpongeBob, but I'm a bit more complicated than that. The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma.
That's Alien Exceller in a nutshell, using SpongeBob.
No, really, that...
The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma, Monsieur Posto.
No, that honestly makes sense. Exceller knows what he's doing. It's just he's not telling anyone.
No, because he doesn't need to. He's just like, I know what my end goal is.
Honestly, though.
You are all fucking pawns in my plan.
Honestly, the best villain, though, I have ever seen would probably be Lord Draken from Kim Possible. Because what was meant to be the...
Dr. Draken?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry.
You said
Yeah.
Lord Draken.
Yeah, Lord Draken.
I was like, wait, what was Lord Draken in fucking Kim Possible?
Dr. Draken.
Dr. Draken.
In which, what was meant to be the finale of the show, which was season 3, what happened was he came up with a plan, and his henchman Shigo, she goes up to him and be like, what is your plan? It's like, that's where you're wrong. Or it's like, that's where I got you. If you can't figure it out, then neither can Kim.
Oh.
That's how smart his plan was.
Wow.
If his henchman... Because Shigo's always been smarter than Draken. Like, streetwise, let's say.
Yeah.
It's just... When even she doesn't know what her boss is doing, that's intimidating.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, I'm scared.
I'm scared.
I'm scared, SpongeBob.
Like, if we weren't doing, like, Rube's themed thumbnails, I would just love the thumbnail to just be Exceller with Patrick's face.
No. What we just do is that we take audio from Patrick and just add it onto Excel.
The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma.
Pretty much. But just what confused me about this episode is that, again, it takes place probably like a good hour or so after the fight, and then Hikaru reflects on the fight, and then we end up back where we were at the beginning of the episode.
It was a cool fight.
Why didn't we just show this like in proper order? I get it. It's like
It's building tension.
it is building tension, but when we already know what happened, like maybe if they shouldn't have shown Ginga, or like maybe if they didn't show Hikaru, sorry. I don't know why I said Hikari. I was just thinking of Hikari. Wonder where he is right now.
No, but the reason is Gar is because
it's to build tension.
No, and it also it's to keep your interest in the episode. It's like, oh wait, no, how does the fight like happen? And then it shows you, and you're like, oh, sweet, so sweet. Okay, well now I got to see what goes beyond after they fight. So Ginga and Victory, like they're fighting Vic Lugiel, and like they're getting their fucking asses kicked, like missiles, swarm of missiles, shove them into a mountain.
Mountain's gone because the Victorian cannon.
And they just realize that they can't fight at him at the same time, so they come
because Vic Lugiel is filled with, it's filled with Victorian. He can go on forever. How long do Ultraman have?
3 minutes.
So they're just wasting time then.
So Hikaru's amazing plan is, alright, one of us is going to untransform before color timers start flashing, and then we can restart that transformation and that time limit, and we can just keep going. We keep switching out.
And even Ultraman Taro, because remember, Ultraman Taro's been in the show just as a brace. Honestly, didn't make any sense. Except for now. Like, when he does talk, it makes sense. But when he doesn't, it's like, that is Ultraman Taro, guys.
The OG Taro.
Well, not the OG Taro, not the same VA.
And he's just like, oh, freaking, you can't do that. Only humans can do that for 3 minutes.
Yeah, humans only have a limit of 3 minutes. Huh. Didn't... Silly Taro. Limits are for kids.
Yeah, humans are meant to go surpass their limits. And so literally, they just keep switching out, like, every couple minutes, and they just can keep doing it and doing it. Whereas in Ultraman Geed, once Geed stopped being fucking Geed, he couldn't transform for 21 hours.
What? Why do you think they added 0 in?
Yeah. And then there was just that one episode of G where it's just like, literally, oh, I can't transform. 21 hours actually waits the 21 hours. Alright, I can go back now. Geed! So,
But in which Ginga
it
literally
works for a bit.
Yeah, it does work until Ginga impales freaking Vic Lugiel with the Ginga Spark Lance, and Exceller's like, "Oh no, just kidding," boop, and just hits a button. Lasers go everywhere, and I do mean everywhere.
And he like fires the Victorian can at one point, which then Koyama sees it. And he's just in shock to seeing
Commander Komi is still around.
And he's just like, my weapon, like, it was meant to help mankind and, like, protect them. And Captain's like, no.
No, you dumb shit.
Humanity shouldn't depend on one weapon alone. And then he's like, well, I'm gonna go join my team now. You're in shock, but yeah, I salute you anyways. And just walks off, and Komi's just like,
Oh my god.
It's like when you come home and just you came home and your dark ring was just in pieces on the ground. You'd be on your knees shocked.
No, that's a bad example. Probably a good example is when you put so much hours and time into a video game, and then you find out someone did it faster than you.
There you go. And not only did it faster, but is better than you at the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it feels like all your hard work has gone to nothing.
Oh, and Guard, please tell us, guess who shows up after, fucking, Never. Since
Hiyori showed up.
yeah, I remember her, the other Victorian chick.
Yeah, the one who's been around. The one that got around since like episode 6 or something. Yeah, episode 6. And then she did nothing.
Like, no word, no seeing her.
Yeah, she just vanished.
And then shows up. Hey, the queen wants to see you. Like, you, and possibly you.
Yeah, just... Like,
Fuck it, just all of you come.
pretty much. It's like, the queen wants to talk to you, Hikaru. And you, Mana. You know what? Fuck, let's just bring all of you. Pew! And they're all in the underground.
We find out that the Victorian core is, like, deeper in below the planet.
Yeah.
And I'm just joking. I'm literally jokingly saying, oh, what is it, the Earth's core? Is the Earth's core the Victorian core? It's the fucking Earth's core.
Yeah, it's legit just the Earth's core.
Like, you can't just fucking call the Earth's core and be like, oh, it's the Victorian core.
It is actually 6,400 meters underground.
Go watch the movie The Core. It's really good.
Oh, is that when the core starts moving, all those guys go down into the core to start making it move
Instead
again?
that the core starts moving, it's that the core is starting to collapse, and so it starts causing, like, shit on the planet. Yeah.
I thought it just stopped.
No, it did stop, but it's also, like, gonna explode. So they have to put the core, get the core moving again, so they detonate nuclear bombs in the core to get it moving. It was a really clever fucking movie.
It was.
And fucking Harvey Dent was the main character, and it was amazing.
Was that Harvey Dent from Dark Knight?
Yeah, that was Aaron Eckhart. Yeah. So then, like, the queen's like, oh, 1-0, you're...
Oh my goodness.
You have to... No. You find the meaning of life if you go down to the core.
You know what I just remembered about the core?
What?
There's a layer of the Earth where it's all crystals.
Yep.
It's just all Victorian.
Oh my god. Yeah, and that one guy got fucking...
Impaled by
one.
in
the head
one. No, the guy that got stuck with one of the nukes. And when he's with his audio recorder, he's like...
fuck it.
What's the point?
No, and then the other guy who had to activate the engines, and then he just got roasted alive. It was awful. Go watch The Core, it's good.
I think it's on Netflix.
Probably not. Watched that in geology class.
Whales!
Oh, I watched it in geography class.
Same.
The whales are the answer. That's how we find them. The whales.
Whales! That's the one thing I remember from that movie.
It's the whales. So yeah, 1-0 goes down to the core, and then she comes back up, finds her meaning of life.
It's because the core will tell her in her heart.
Yeah.
What is Mana again?
She's an android.
Silly android, you don't have a heart.
So then...
The Victorian core. Oh, you don't have a heart? There's a heart.
So then she, like, beats up the rest of them and just goes, yeah, no.
The core told me that we must surrender to Exceller. Bye.
And then she goes up to Exceller, and then, oh, lo and behold, she's like, oh, actually, I'm here to fucking kick your ass. And Exceller's like, oh, I see. Bye-bye, heroes. Like, he actually says it in English. He says
it in full English. Okay, bye-bye, heroes.
Bye-bye, heroes.
And
it is Patrick.
Oh yeah, and this is the episode where Hikaru and Sho finally tell everyone that, hey, we're Ultraman Ginga in victory.
And Goku's like so mad. He's like, so wait, all the times that you weren't around during those crucial moments, you're at the front of all of it. And it's like, yeah. Goku, stop being so gay. Goku's like, what?
How many times have we made that joke now?
Like almost every episode of Ginga S.
It can't be every episode.
Pretty much.
I think since episode 8 we've been making the joke that he's gay.
He is gay.
He's not gay.
Goku's gay.
He's not.
Hashtag gay for Goki. Well, I'm not gay for Goki.
No.
Yeah, so then, like, they just, like, they're falling out.
So what are you trying to say? You don't want to be happy for Goki?
I'm happy for Goki. If he wants to love a man, go ahead. Also, like, when a bunch of explosions happened, like, Tomiya got caught in one, and I was like, yes, die. Just fucking die, but he didn't.
No, Doctor, you must die. Die, Doctor, die.
And then, like, as they're falling out of Viclugial, they're just like, alright, let's transform one last time, show. And he's like, fuck yeah, they're like, Ginga! Victory!
No, he doesn't even say victory. It's just...
You just hear Kaworu just go, Ginga! And then...
It was probably the coolest transformation that they did this episode.
And then it ends with them about to fight Viclugial.
Wait a minute, wasn't that how the other episode ended?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, right?
Wow, did they just copy and paste that in the script?
Yep. So anyways, that was Ginga S.
Next week is the final episode.
Thank God.
Ginga S only ran for 16 episodes.
Well, yeah, it was just counted as like a second season to Ginga, so...
Just can't believe we're already at the final episode, Ginga S.
Yeah, it's been a wild ride.
Yeah. And then we got the movie and Ultra Fight Victory to get to.
Woo. Then we start X.
Then we start X. Hopefully by episode 50.
Taiga's in it.
Yeah, Taiga is in it, but we'll get to that.
On to Root! So, oh my god, this episode is fucking amazing. Like, the show continues to fucking impress. It's fun!
This episode, like...
It was fun! They're training to harness their abilities as Ultramen. Like, it's
No. Wait, not even that, though. This is legit the first time in a tokusatsu series that I've seen where the main heroes actually train and study their powers.
Zero. First time we see him, he's training so he can be the final person to defeat Belial.
Well, no, that's different.
Oh.
Him and, like, that was Leo just doing training with him. Him stopping Belial wasn't his destiny.
But it was. In the end, it was. He did it many times.
Then
like
again,
4 to be exact.
Then again, we are talking about Ultraman Zero, the guy that apparently didn't know that Ultra 7 was his dad.
Also, we didn't talk about it in the news. We found out that, like, yeah, Zero's a mother.
Yeah, Zero does have a mom.
She works for Hikari.
That was never confirmed. It was just she's a scientist on the planet of Ultra.
Yeah, but
she is blue.
Yeah, so that's where Zero gets his blue from.
She is alive. We just don't know where she is.
Probably name's like Ultra Woman Janice or something.
Well, hang on. 7-0 Ultraman minus.
There you go.
Boom.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, this is.
They're practicing. It's really adorable, and like he puts like a timer down because like he's like, all right, well, let's see how long we actually can be Ultraman for, and legit 3 minutes.
No, and the funniest thing, it starts at 4:20. Blaze it.
Yep. And then when they like they lose energy, yeah, they just do that.
We didn't mention that last episode, but they have a sound effect when they like de-transform.
And they're just like
Yeah, just
Also, yeah, the name of this episode is The Bond of Brothers, and just like the title card is amazing. It's literally them in the middle of doing their like handshake, and you actually hear like the.
But it's like, oh my goodness, what is the word I'm looking for? It's has a reverb to it.
Yeah, it has a reverb to it. It's fucking awesome. So, yeah, so it's just really. It's really great.
Just this episode was the first episode I thought was okay. Like it was good.
Yeah.
This episode it hooked me in.
Yeah, no, me too. And like it was awesome just seeing them train and like, you know, like Blue's doing flips and shit, and then like he's trying out his ray attack and like on a mountain and just like he almost fucking destroys a bridge and like
he almost crushed onto a bridge.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, be careful about the bridge. He starts waving his arms, and this honestly made me forget about the biggest thing about Ultraman. He can fly.
He can fly?
I honestly forgot Ultraman can fly.
Yeah, no, me too.
It's like, oh, right. I can fly.
No, but he's flapping, so I'm just like, holy shit, I can fly! and they like fly off into space, and they're flying around the Earth and shit, and then like they kind of lose, I guess, their momentum because they're like, I think it was because they were in the moment that they forgot like how to fly for a second, so they're falling, and they actually like they're burning on re-entry, which I thought that was a neat little attention to detail.
And how they just like
and they go and yeah, so were 3 minutes that they were Ultramen, so I like that attention to detail. And so, yeah, then like they're at the shop, and they're his dad's like has like a new line of shirts or whatever like that.
Yeah, aside from Spaced Out, there's also the Love shirt.
I hope the Spaced Out shirt. I still want that Ultraman Ultra Bear fucking shirt.
I still need to get that Mecha Godzilla team hat.
Yeah, you do. It's so cool. And just like they go on the news. They're on the news like about the fight they had with with Gregory.
Gregory. I think his name's Archibald.
And so like Aizen's about to like be like, well, we all obviously know that the monster is called a kaiju. Like that's what
that's a monster.
But the two humanoid ones, we could call them Ultra. And then the newscaster just like, well, that's enough time we have for today, but we'll see you later. And like, I was like, you cock-blocking bitch.
You bitch.
Which means that this is a universe where Ultramen have never been heard of on Earth.
Oh yeah, it's like the generic world. Like, oh, this is a world. Sure, with Sentai and Rider, you can consider it's like, okay, it's a different location. Ultraman, they're like, no, this is a completely different universe.
Yeah, in which Zero proved that, there's multiple universes. There's many universes out there. Some that have Ultraman, some that have the same exact number of Ultraman, but like, it's a different timeline, like different history.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know. There's probably a universe out there where all the Ultramen are fucking super evil, terrorizing beings that just like rule the universe because they're like, yeah, we can. We're Ultramen.
With this Infinity Stone, I will rule the universe.
So then, like, this is where Katsui and Kasumi, they decide to start arguing with each other over, like, oh, should we reveal ourselves as the Ultraman?
Yeah, that was a good, like, argument that they were having. It's like, should we, like, reveal ourselves? Or it's like,
and Kasumi's just like, no, because, if we lose, people will never forgive us, and, like, can we do this? Like, can we carry on with these powers and be able to, like, keep fighting if, like, more monsters attack? And Kasumi's like, no, we can do it. He's like, well, you know what? I don't need you.
On second thought, I'm just going through eBay right now. Apparently, if you type down Ultraman Blue, all you got is Blu-rays.
Yeah, because that's how you spell blue in Blu-ray.
But, yeah, it's like, but no, they are questioning. It's like, well, should we, like, what should we actually do?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't know.
What
do you want to do? Brother, stop joking around. Brother, stop joking around. You're getting on my nerves. You're getting on my... Sorry.
Yeah, and then, so the mysterious figure uses his gyro to summon Black King, and so we get Black King again.
Yeah, Black... Should we talk about what Aizen said?
Oh, yeah.
Aizen made an Ultraman Or reference.
Yeah, he's like, lend me your power! And I'm like, you fucker referenced Ultraman Or.
He did.
So then Black King starts attacking, and he's fucking shit up. Like,
he's
destroying buildings everywhere. And, like, even Kasui, like, gets,
Kasui?
Or Kasui, he gets,
Katsumi.
No, there's Kasumi, but then there's Kasui, who's the, what was it, Katsui?
Wait, who are you referring to?
Blue. Kasui's his name.
Isami.
Oh, it's... I'm so sorry.
Isami Katsumi.
Right. Or Minato.
Wait a minute. Holy shit.
What?
It could be Kasumi. Because if you think about it, if you respell both their names... It's literally the same letters. Aside from the K and Katsumi, never mind.
Yeah, Isami and
Katsumi.
Katsumi. I'm sorry, I don't know why I was calling Kasui the whole time. Isami.
Don't give it up, Nami.
Uh,
Ruben, don't give it up. Katsu dreaming. Don't give it up. Ayashi dreaming. Don't give it up.
Aizen. No, sorry. So Isami, he actually gets like caught under some rubble, and like his sister tries to help him up, and like it was really awesome that like
Curse
she was,
these damn arms.
no, like yeah, she wasn't strong enough to do it, and then we get an interesting thing. He touches his gyro, and then Katsumi like
Yeah, apparently
they're like
they have the ability to
see through each other's eyes like what's happening, and so he knows where they are and like finds them, lifts them up out of the rubble, and then he's like, "Yo, man, we gotta fucking transform." And like at one point, like they both try to like transform, but they can't because there's too many people around, and like it was just really cool. And so then they realize, okay, let's transform. So they transform into.
Oh yeah, that's another thing that we learned.
Hmm?
Isami, when they were training, he tried to go. He tried to transform into Ultraman Blue again, but apparently, they can't transform without each other.
Well, he said I think he just ran out of energy. That's why they couldn't do it.
Well, yeah, it was either that, but I have a feeling they have to be together.
Yeah, especially if they're like their end game thing is they fuse. So they're two sides of the same coin. So they transform, and Blue becomes Flame, Rosa becomes Aqua, and then like they're fighting, and they realize like, yeah, we can't really fight well unless we use our actual crystals we're good with. So then they switch to their actual proper crystals, and they kick a lot of ass, and
They beat Black King, in which Black King's identity is never revealed who he is.
Nope.
Well, like the user of Black King.
Yeah, it's like a hand. You just see a hand.
Maybe it's just a hand.
And like the dad's really funny too, and like
Yeah, the dad and the sister definitely got more screen time this episode.
and I liked it about them. I'm glad because like they were fun, and like the dad's really passionate about what he does, and like his dream is to go open his store in New York so his brand can be popular worldwide, known worldwide.
And this is the episode where we actually get his name, which is Oshi?
Something like that.
But apparently when they're...
Ushio.
Ushio, that's his name.
There's Asahi Minato, Ushio Minato, and then the mom, Mio Minato.
Mamma mia.
Which, so then we find out that the father's most treasured possession is a diary, a shared diary, mind you, between the dad and the mom. And then they accidentally open a page, and
There's a
the
drawing of a Rube crystal.
2 Rube crystals, like both their crystals, and like
Which then leads to my theory about how they know about Ultraman. What if they are, like, the descendants? Like, what if they are just reincarnations of Rosso and Blue?
yeah,
It's a possibility.
it is a possibility. And then Aizen goes on the news again, and he actually properly calls them Ultraman, and they're like, how the fuck does he know that like name? And
Like,
it's
guys,
like
it's
a coincidence.
Guys, it's a very ironic name. I mean, come on. Ultra and Man.
Yep.
It's like when people... It's like a Kamen Rider. That's the one... No, if we want to question some things, I want to question how, aside from Drive, because they actually acknowledge what he is, when it's like with Ghost, X-Aid, and like Bill and all that, people are referring to them as a Kamen Rider. It's like, that doesn't seem like the most generic name.
No.
Like,
No, like no one ever called Double. They just said, "Oh, he's our city's Kamen Rider. He's the Kamen Rider of Futo."
It's like, oh, he's a vigilante. Call him the Kamen Rider. Why the rider part?
Because he rides a bike.
When do Kamen Riders ride bikes anymore, Lane?
No, but Double used the hard-boilder quite a bit.
Oh yeah, that was his man. I mean, like everything pre-Gaim.
Yeah. Fucking like I keep
Or
saying, Ghost only used this bike like twice throughout the entire series.
Sorry, not pre-Gaim, post-Gaim.
But yeah, and like it was awesome. Like at the end, like they defeat Black King, and then you just see a crowd cheering them on. They're just like yeah.
I call this the algebra.
They're like yeah, we did it. But then they don't they decide not to acknowledge who they are as Ultraman, and they fly off
Which
into
leads
the
to
sunset.
the question: will they ever tell the rest of their family?
Maybe.
I have a feeling that might be a midpoint thing for them.
Probably. But yeah, no, this was a great episode, and like it shows what the show's trying to be.
Oh my goodness!
It's about bonds and life and happiness.
You know how their episode 13 is always the clip show episode. It's the midway point. I figured out what they're probably gonna do. Dad, you made too many shirts. Now we have to go through the inventory of what we do and don't have. Hey, look, it's your shirt spaced out. And we'll show clips of episode 1.
That's probably going to be it.
It's probably going to be the shirts. No, hey, Dad, no one's buying your shirts. Gentoku walks in. Gen, my favorite customer. I'm going to help you today.
Oh, God, no.
I want that to be a thing in Build.
I hope episode 12.
Just Gentoku has a Rube shirt.
And then episode 12 is going to be my favorite.
Why is episode 12 going to be your favorite?
Because indeed episode 12 was my favorite because that was the episode where he met his father.
Yeah, his father.
The guy who named him and
he may be your father, but he's not your daddy.
And Magnificent debuted, and then Or was the good episode because it was the Thunderbreaster debut.
So you're gonna like the episode where they obtain the ground form?
Maybe, yeah, probably. We'll see.
I don't know.
But yeah.
Was there anything else about this episode?
I can't remember. But,
Oh, alright. So, when they were fighting Black King, when they got tossed into the building, just Blue's like, oh no, I broke it.
Oh yeah, in the first episode, when they grew big or whatever like that, Rosso picked up a truck and he's just looking at it holy shit, we're huge.
Oh yeah, there were a ton of car alarms this episode.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and Gar's keeping account of how many times they do their handshake.
Yeah, so in the first episode, they did it twice. In this episode, they did it 3 times. Yes, they did it 3 times. Mm-hmm. So our total right now is 5 handshakes, and that does not count. That doesn't count the little
hero study.
Yeah, the hero study, because we always like to do that now. Apparently, in which of course they talked about Ultraman Ginga. It's basically the same stuff that we learned in the Ultra Capsule Navi. So it's what's his height? It's 0 to microscopic.
Ginga's more from the future.
Yeah, Ginga's from the future. You don't say. No, just one day. Ultraman Ginga is from the year this. What?
What?
How much does he weigh? 0 to infinity. It's okay.
Oh yeah, if anyone's wondering what our thumbnail for this week's going to be involving Rube, it's Drake and Josh.
Yeah, it's Drake and Josh with Rube's heads.
Yeah. But since this episode kind of focused on them using the opposite crystals, we'll be using their...
Yeah, Rosso will be aqua and Blue will be flame.
Yep. So, that's it.
Yeah, that's pretty much... Oh, one more thing. Because I just remembered Build. Mm-hmm. They're copying what Kamen Rider Build is doing right now.
Oh, yeah, with the recap.
When they do the recap of the episode... They're also acknowledging that they're in a show.
Yeah.
Hey, when we were growing, it sounded more like swoon, or like schwaz. Schwa. So yes, this was. I guess we can call it an episode.
Oh yeah.
This was Ultraranger episode 47. What's the title?
I don't know.
Fuck it. We were making jokes about it. Rodan. Pretty much. Rodan! For Twitters, you can follow me at twitter.com/autobot_autorod.
Follow me at Lane_.
For other Cast Ranger stuff, you can check us out at facebook.com/RSCastRanger. For older episodes of Cast Ranger, excluding episode 101, you can find them at castranger.podbean.com. You can support us at Patreon at patreon.com/Radio Sentai Castranger. You can buy our merchandise at tpublic.com. If you want to see me talk about other tokusatsu, you can check out Gar's Toku Blogs at facebook.com. And just a reminder, Ultraman G, Ultraman Ginga, Ultraman Orb, and Ultraman Ginga S are all available legally on Crunchyroll.
Not Rube.
Ultraman Rube, I was going to say, was legally available on Super Rider Productions' YouTube page, but then they region blocked the episodes.
Yep.
Which hopefully means that soon we'll finally get news of what's going to happen with Rube.
Yep.
I honestly think they're going to cut the middleman out, make a United States division, just release their content here.
We'll see. Or Japan likes to be greedy bastards and just keep all their cool shit to themselves.
Hey, at least they're not Toei and being like, you're using our content for a music video? Claim. Alright, strike. Not even a claim, a strike.
That is why I'm so glad one of my favorite Rider videos is still up on YouTube, where it's just from fucking Kuga or Ichigo to Gaim, just hour and 11 minute, just every henshin possible. Every character used the belts, everything. So glad that's still on YouTube. Also, I did the smart thing and told Ichi to download all these Rider henshin compilation videos of each series and put it on your network drive so you can watch it whenever you want if you just feel like watching all the henshins. Anyways,
Schwa for now.